Well, you know what? If it doesn't like streaming, at least it still appears to like recording, so I'll just upload this one later. That's fine. Welcome to Destination Divergence. Woo! 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 Last time, let's see, where were we? You guys were in the Plane of Eternal Night, Mabar. You had just been rudely interrupted during your late night sleep after a long day of rest, a long day of travel, by your magnificent mansion being suddenly annihilated out from underneath you. It was dispelled.
That was weird.
Yes, so you all just woke up in a dark alleyway instead of in your nice, peaceful rooms sleeping in Clemence's magnificent mansion. It turns out that that shadowy figure you had seen flying into the city also spotted you heading into the city. And they had come down to speak with you. They had located your magnificent mansion and were clearly powerful enough to mess with it. They literally just dispelled it. This turned out to be the Lich Lady Ilmaro, the same one that Milos had so recently read about in a book. Lady Ilmaro is the last, well, I would say living bearer of the Dragon Mark of Death, but she's not really living anymore. She is undead. She's a lich. So she's the last existing bearer of the Dragon Mark of Death. And is an incredibly, incredibly powerful lich, as Milos uncovered reading through some deep lore last time. Let's see, what else happened? You had a conversation with her for a little bit. You went back and forth. The sort of tenseness of the situation was cut back a bit as you began to chat with Lady Ilmaro. And it turns out that she had a use for you, and she has zero issues with just killing you all once you are no longer useful to her, but she thinks you will be useful to her generally. She wants your help in defeating the Empress of Shadows here within the Amaranthine city of Mabar. The Empress of Shadows, Lady Ilmaro would go on to tell you about, is a being not truly of life or undeath, but a being of just pure negative energy. A being that can take on any form they will. A being that doesn't have a true corporeal form, really just the will of darkness itself, essentially. Lady Ilmaro wants that power for herself. She is here in the plane to subdue and absorb the Empress of Darkness, the Empress of Shadow. And she figures having some meat shields along to help would be beneficial. And so you struck up a deal with her. You would go to the Throne of Shadow, you would deal with the Empress of Shadow, and you would not stabilize the plane until after Lady Ilmaro had finished absorbing the Empress of Shadow. She did not want the Empress of Shadow's power to be diminished before she got a chance to absorb it. And she has threatened you all, if you attempt to try and stabilize the plane before the battle is done, she will no longer be an ally. She will jump right over, she will try to kill you, she will try to interrupt you in what you're doing. It will not be good for you. And so there was a bit of some back and forth on the terms of this agreement, of course, and the party eventually agreed that the situation was dire enough that you had to make some concessions here. You had to collaborate with Lady Ilmaro in one way or another and compromise a little bit. And so she's given you a ride to the top of the Dawn Throne. She's given you all dark vision. You guys have done your usual array of buffs. There's the I should actually check that now that I mention it. Check your spells and everything, but I believe I expended Death Ward on everybody. I expended Foresight on everybody. We did
I
a Fancy
definitely
Feast.
didn't cast anything.
Yes, I think so. For travel stuff, I don't think there was anything too crazy because Lady Ilmaro carried you all there. She transformed into a dragon to fly you up to the tower. But yes, Foresight, Death Wards, Fancy Feast. Don't forget your plus 26 temp HP from Faye's morning speech. The Fancy Feast health was 13 max HP. If anyone still needs that on their sheet.
Thank you.
Making sure we go through all these things.
So we were able to complete our long rest eventually?
Yes. I think I already rested your sheet. Just make sure you've got that, and I marked off enough spells to Death Ward everybody, I believe. Unless you had a different way of doing Death Wards, in which case you can refund those spell slots and do it the other way. But
Nope, that looks good.
All right.
Thank you.
All good, all good. Sweet. I think that's basically it. You guys have flown up to the tower at this point after you finish your rest. Lady Ilmaro set you down on top of the tower, and then suddenly magic exploded everywhere as Lady Ilmaro faced off against the Empress of Shadow as they both cast Time Stop at the same time. They both rolled 5 rounds on the die, and so I just expended a bunch of spell slots for them right then and there. They both were counterspelling each other. They were both doing a whole bunch of attacks and stuff. And at the end of all of these lightning bolts and fireballs and counterspells flying back and forth all over the place, all simultaneously, both Lady Ilmaro and the Empress of Shadow have ended up in force cages at the end of this time stop. I believe that is correct. So let's go ahead and pop over to that scene.
These guys literally just zawarudo to each other.
They absolutely
Yeah.
it's the same kind of stand did each other.
Guys, are we the side characters?
Oh, this was one of the benefits I had lined up for you all. Choosing to side with Lady Ilmaro in this is that she would essentially take care of the enemy's time stop, and if you went up there alone, the enemy would have a time stop against you, which would be pretty rough. So, fortunately, you're all right though. Here, did I activate this properly? There we go.
There we
Sweet.
go.
So everybody should have your tokens down at the bottom of the map. I moved an echo up here. Things are a little off center, but yes. Lady Ilmaro is off to the right there. The Empress of Shadow is off to the left. They are both restrained because of Force Cage. I just used restrained because it was an easy thing to mark.
Yep.
Your tokens in this map should have Dark Vision, even if you do not, because a spell was cast on you to give it to you. But let me know if you don't have as much as you think you should. Because it should just be 60 feet.
I think it's right for me.
All right. If I do this, I can drop everybody into initiative. And let's go ahead and roll that initiative.
For reference,
Big number.
where is the anchor pointing?
The anchor is pointing to the back of the tower. You can't see it in your dark vision probably, but there is I think I described it as you guys were flying in. There is a very large statue at the back of the room that has like a book on a pedestal in front of it and stuff. At the very center of the room, that pedestal in the middle is where the Empress of Shadow started. And then she has moved around the room during time stop. But this whole room, by the way, has statues all around it, just like the Dawn Throne did previously. But it's all very twisted. All of these statues here have skulls for heads and things like that. It appears to be a hall of fame of like liches and things in the past. And yes, advantage on initiative would apply. That's correct. They rolled a nat 20 for initiative, so I'm not going to reroll that because she did it. That's good.
Oh, let me roll another d20 for that.
Yeah, anyone who wants to reroll, let me know if you roll 2 and you need me to adjust it for you.
I'll
Mine
keep you
needs
first,
to be a
Tristan.
17.
You need yours to be a 17, can do.
Oh, sorry, 19. My bad.
19,
I
can
got plus
do.
2.
Milos, what's yours supposed to be?
19.
What's your dex?
14.
And
Same.
Carrick, what's your... Oh, okay. Rollies?
Rollies.
Ooh, that's hard to beat. All right. So Carrick will be
Both want rollies.
19.21. There we go. All right. So the Empress of Shadow goes at the end. That is unfortunate for her. And we start with Lemons. And there's our combat music. Hopefully it's not too loud.
All right, Clemens will say, "Silver flame, guide my hand," and declare the Empress of Shadow. No, is Is Empress of Shadow our ally or the enemy? I can't remember.
Empress of Shadow is the enemy.
Okay, Empress of Shadow is the enemy. One moment. Where did my document go? Okay. Alright, I'm going to... Was not trying to snap window. Windows is not cooperating.
Classic.
Okay, there we go. Does a 20 hit?
20 against the Empress of Shadows does hit.
So we can attack through a force cage? I don't know how force cage works, sorry.
That's a good question.
This is a good question. I have forgotten off the top of my head.
Clemens may make a very dramatic attack that just pings off a force cage.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if Milos knows how force cage works, but if he does, I don't. So...
Let's see. Any matter cannot pass through it, and they have total cover on the inside, yes.
Okay.
Unless it's a cage.
Unless it's a cage. Oh, that's true. that is a prison in the shape of a box. I think... You know what? I think Lady Omara probably would have done a cage. She's smart enough to know that you guys would need to attack through it. I think the Empress of Shadows probably put Lady Omara in a box. But yes.
Now, it is invisible. Will I have, like... is she going to have, like, partial cover or something for being inside it? Like, Clemens doesn't know the cage is there because she doesn't have true sight.
Yeah. Let's see.
Even if I'm rolling neutral, the first of my two numbers would have hit.
Yes. I think disadvantage to fire through it just makes some sense.
Okay.
You can't actually see the bars to shoot through them rather than cover. Yeah, let's just go with that for now. It's simple. Cool. So your first number was good enough anyways. Yep.
Okay, and I'm going to add a 4th level smite to that. So it's another 20 lightning.
Okay.
A 21 will hit, and that was just normal.
All right. That does hit.
And 20 lightning, and pass turn.
All right. As you land these hits, you can feel or you can see as the arrows pass through this cage. Maybe some of them glint off the cage a little bit, but still find their mark. The arrows seem to sink into this this being, but the lightning just seems to kind of scatter across the surface of it.
Hmm.
There we go. It is Faye's turn.
Oh yeah, I'm controlling Faye.
Yes, thank you.
All right. In that case, Faye. You know what? Fuck it. Faye's just gonna. Do we know if it has any resistances or not? Wait, is disintegrate force damage? Yes.
It is.
It is.
It does look like it resisted Clemence's lightning damage. That's all you know so far.
I do have a stop resisting feature that I just remembered exists.
If you have that, then I will apply the other half of the damage, yes.
Thank you. Is there any, like, cool fancy effect for Clemens piercing resistances?
Yeah, I think we've described it for Faye that it's like this extra hot heat that just still sears through, and even like the target is surprised by it. Like, so for lightning, I'm not sure exactly, but perhaps the lightning disperses across the surface of this creature and then just, I don't know, there's like a wave of energy that wraps back around and kind of echoes across it
Nice.
and hits it again. Let's just go something fun sounding like that. So yes, the other half of that damage has been applied.
Thank you much.
No problem.
Yeah. Actually, Faye is going to cast Holy Weapon.
All right.
Wait, they have Holy Weapon up already?
Oh,
GG,
correct.
let me read chat.
Thank you. That was one of the I was trying to remember all the buffs cast before combat. Holy Weapon was cast on approach. On Carrick, I believe.
Perfect. In that case, then yeah, fuck it. I think we just do the disintegrate.
All right.
Roll me that deck save.
Counterspell, natural 20.
Big yikes.
Alright.
Alright.
Additionally, Faye takes 8 points of psychic damage.
Oof.
Lovely. She's gonna try, like, away a bit.
Going to travel to the land of far, far Hawaii.
Indeed. So that is closer. Sorry for confusion. The
I'm
one on
sorry?
the right side is your ally. The one on the left side is your enemy.
Oh!
Yeah, sorry for the confusion there. Lady Ilmaro on the right side is your tentative ally here. Your ally until you're not useful. So, okay, yes, that makes sense.
Understood. I'll have Faye chill there.
Sounds good. Alright. Lady Ilmaro is out of a lot of her high-level spells at this point. But... oh, yes, the other thing I was going to check is... She was definitely going to try and get out of the box first, but there's a check for that. Charisma saving throw. Alright, she's going to attempt a charisma saving throw, which she passes.
Yay.
Yay. So Lady Ilmaro takes her action to bamf up here and out of her box, and she is no longer in a box. Very good, very good. And then, does she have any good bonus actions? This is probably a good question I should ask. Could have asked myself beforehand, TBH. Okay. That's good enough for now. She gets the fuck out of there, is what she does, and I think no. Okay, cool. That is the end of her turn. Sick. Carrick, you're up.
Alright. Carrick is gonna just zoom over and take some attacks.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Can I just like slice through the bars? Is that the move here?
I think so, because the bars. I'm trying to read by the nature of the spell here. The solid barrier seems like it's intended to prevent attacks and stuff. The cage is you have a half-inch gap between bars, so yeah, you could probably swing your blade through that.
Is it like
if you're precise
a grid
enough.
that's just kind of in place? That
I think
very
again,
precise.
it's probably up to the caster what shape exactly
Yep.
it is, and Lady Ilmaro probably strategized. She has a stupidly high intelligence modifier. She probably strategized exactly based on what all your weapons are, what pattern it needed to be for you to be able to swing through it. So we'll say yes.
We'll say
to
yes.
attack through it.
Sweet. Is this at
I think,
advantage still or no?
I think it will cancel out your advantage. Yeah, so back to neutral, because it's a difficult slice to make like aligned perfectly with the bars and stuff.
28.
That is a hit. Alright, that is some slashing and some thunder.
Yeah, I believe the D6, one of the D6s and the D8 is thunder. One D6 is lightning, and the last two D8 are the holy weapon damage.
Oh, okay, so some radiant in there too. Gotcha. So the radiant's cool. You said it's just the D6 of lightning?
Yeah, one D6 is lightning.
Okay. Cool. So that did not change the damage too much there, thankfully. Excellent. So, he's going to make a charisma saving throw, which he fails. However, you take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Oh boy.
And you can continue your turn.
Let's see if this happens every time I hit him. 32.
That hits.
34 damage.
All right. And the d6 is lightning, but it was a 1, so it doesn't change at all. Boop.
No more necrotic damage?
Nope. You're good.
Sick. One more attack.
That hits.
And then you can subtract 3 from that, so 40 damage.
All right, so it's 40 damage, and then the lightning is halved, so it's 37 damage.
Fucking nice.
That's still a
Those are
great
some good
roll.
rolls. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
absolutely. Sheesh. All right. That's like rivaling a full round from Drost, a pure fighter with like action surge and stuff. That's a good round. Cool. Anything else?
That will be it.
All right. Milos.
I would like to press the button on my pouch to activate Meko.
Yes. We have a token for this. Where is it? Did we actually have a Meko token?
Um,
I'm not seeing one. I see a Meko
Maybe-
stat block, but I don't. I think we'll just
I feel
increase the
like I
size of Neko.
Saw one in the past. Maybe not.
We've had a Metal Construct Spirit. We've had Koneko. We've had Neko.
right. I wanted to swap the Metal Construct Spirit's picture for Meko's picture.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I think what we can do then is that, and then how big is it?
Should be 2x2, I think.
Alright.
Or 3x3.
Is
Oh,
it
I don't
large or
know.
huge?
Um,
Meko is huge. 3x3, according to the Meko stat block. So the stat block on the token I've placed is not accurate, but if you use the Meko stat block in the
yeah.
in the bar, you'll be good there.
All right. Then I want to hop on to one of the platforms,
All right.
and it's a bonus action to summon Meko, right? So I can't use my bonus action to also command it.
This is a good question. Is it a bonus action?
I don't remember. It doesn't say anywhere in here. 'Cause I'm dumb.
We didn't. Did we? We gotta write things like this down, Lamau.
We really
Not that I would
do.
expect a random bit of like consistency between here and there, but like spiritual weapon is bonus action to summon and command on the same turn, right?
Yeah, but summon things are often an action, and then it just gets
Yep.
to act as an action. As
Yeah.
well. Yeah, I don't remember either. Meko is significantly stronger than a spiritual weapon, so I think it might be an action. We'll try and find that better later, but I'm gonna, just to keep things moving here now, I'll say that's an action.
All right. And then I'll hop on and use my bonus action to move us over here.
All right.
Wait, is that too far? I have the wrong tool on. Nope, that's fine.
All right.
Boop.
Pretty good. Anything else?
That's bonus action, action, and movement. So I think that's it.
All right. We get back the Empress's turn. who is rolling a charisma saving throw, which he succeeds, in order to teleport out of the force cage over here. No longer in a cage. Very good, very good. Let's see. Yes, I think that makes some sense. Carrick, could you please roll a wisdom saving throw?
I
As
sure
the spell
can.
is being cast upon you.
Oh boy, I hope I do roll well. No,
All right.
I'm not flashing.
Going
that.
once, going twice. All right.
All right.
You have been dominated, and
Oh no!
your first target is Faye. But that'll happen back on your turn. So she's not going to take direct control of you, but your current orders are to kill Faye. All right. So that is action, bonus action.
Was that audible?
Let's see. I believe it is a mental command. Let me double check the wording on the spell. You have a telepathic link. Yes. So it is you are mentally commanded. I believe everyone else saw the spell be cast upon you, though. So there's that. It is the spell, so it's clear.
Okay, so they knew what was being cast. Gotcha.
I think it's I think that's relatively clear. They saw something cast on you. You probably gave like an evil look to Faye right afterwards or something, right? Like I don't think there's a need to hide that intention there.
Sounds good.
But yes, you're commanded to attack Faye.
Thing to walk in on. Hello.
Hello. Yes, Eric just got a dominate person spell cast on him, and his first target is Faye.
I tried to disintegrate him on your turn.
Thank you.
It was a good try.
I'm guessing chose to.
You got
Chose
nat
to
20
succeed.
counterspelled.
Yeah.
Has my reaction been used, by the way?
Nope.
Not yet.
Okay. Would have loved to have done that to dominate person. Okay, so what do we got on the field here?
You can
This is
certainly
the-
try if you want to. It's still the turn that we were resolving, so like that's fair enough.
Okay. Oh, if I'm actually allowed to, I would love to.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Music kicks ass, by the way. I did not know there was a cover of
Yeah,
Elden Ring
it's
theme.
good.
This is sick. Okay. Counterspell. Is the rule for counterspell that if it is rolled below the level of the spell cast, regardless of level, I just have to do like a counter roll, or is like the scale of the DC check?
So the
Proportionate?
if your spell level that you use counterspell,
Mhm.
that you use for counterspell is lower than the target spell, you have to roll.
Mhm.
If it is the same or higher, you automatically cancel it.
Okay, but like, so for example, if like a level 7 spell is cast, rolling a level 6 or a level 3 is the same.
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
I will, I'm just gonna do counterspell at 3rd level then.
All right, she's going to counterspell your counterspell, and you additionally take 13 psychic damage.
Fucking cool. Alright.
But hey, it was a cool wizard battle real quick. Just pop,
It
two
was.
counterspells.
Pop. Okay. 13 psychic damage, and
I think Lady Ilmara will attempt to counterspell. Let me see. Let me roll that for her real quick. Ooh, she rolled an 11, unfortunately. So she fails the counterspell, but she tried. She tried to save you there, which would have saved you the psychic damage too, but it did not work.
Gotta love the triple counterspell in like a matter of like a millisecond.
Yep.
Yeah.
Half a second.
real
Spell
counterspell time. Alright.
We're
let's see
three
what the
casters,
combat-
just somebody sees somebody else winding up, so they begin counterspell. Somebody else sees them winding up counterspell, so they begin counterspell. It's just a standoff of spells going on. All right, cool. So you got that damage. The spell did end up going through, and I think the Empress is going to wander to the back of the room and end her turn. Clemens,
Pew pew.
you currently cannot see the target.
Oh no.
So you can pick a square if you want and roll at disadvantage, or
All right.
try and find her.
I'm going to carefully consider what's at my disposal that should have happened 10 seconds ago. Now, Clemens is not quite dumb enough to think I'll go invisible too, and then that will allow me to see her. But it crosses her mind for just a moment.
Classic.
Right, she is going to hold an attack for when the enemy reappears, and is going to fire off a shot when that happens.
Oh, okay. Oh, to be
And then
clear, when I
pass-
say you can't see the target, sorry if I was not. They're not invisible. They're just beyond your dark vision range.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So yeah, sorry. When you said invisible there, I realized. Yeah, no, she just wandered out of your range. Ah, you can see her now, at least on my screen. She's just barely at the top of your vision.
I do see.
Perfect. Okay, so that does work then.
Ooh, actually, I am emitting bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim feet for an additional 30 feet.
Thank you.
That is helpful.
30,
Yeah.
60. There we go.
I was just thinking, like, damn, it's kind of dark in here, and then I was like, oh wait.
Yes.
She is no longer in the force cage.
Correct.
Is that correct? So I can roll at advantage.
That's right.
Now that she's no longer restrained, I can hit her better. And I'm gonna do one of these. Second attack.
All right, before you do, sorry, I
Yes.
mean, you can still roll. But before we resolve that, let's get through this damage real quick. I'll apply this damage, and then, you take 12 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and she is going to blink over here. I'm not sure if she's still in your sight or not.
I do not think that she is.
Okay. Might just be out of range. So unfortunately, you can pick a square with that roll if you want to just keep throwing attacks and see if one hits, but that's up to you.
If
Would
I
have to
didn't
turn
see
that
where
to
she went,
disadvantage, but-
then I would. Yeah, I would fire it along the same vector.
Okay. So
Um,
you see her disappear, you shoot again, and the arrow just passes through the air. So it's not. It looks
Okay.
like she didn't go invisible.
then I will pass turn.
Okay. Faye.
Is the giant metal animal on our team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I assume that her not being on the field means that I can't see her. Is that right?
Clicking on your token real quick, I can see your vision range. She is not in your vision range.
All right. Did I lose concentration on Holy Blade?
No.
You have not yet. I think the only damage you've taken so far is the psychic damage you took recently. But
Oh, I didn't
don't-
even need to roll on that. Yeah,
I
that
think
wouldn't
you
have been
auto-passed
possible.
that.
All right. Well. Ooh, I would like to think. Do I know anything about the effects of healing magic on dark creatures, like what I would presume the Empress of Shadows to be?
Yeah.
Because I know even Lady Ilmera had said something about that earlier when I said, "Hey, I could heal you." Do I know anything about
so,
that?
It's
mechanically, unfortunately, that was just a bit of holdover lore from earlier editions. There are a couple spells that say if you use this on an undead, it heals them. If you use it on a person, it hurts them, that kind of thing. But most healing spells just say in 5th edition, unfortunately, they'll just say like does not work on undead. That kind of thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Unfortunately, but that would be fun. But that's some earlier edition stuff.
positive and
Would.
negative energy just
Yeah.
kind of don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
Pathfinder still has that. But
Yeah.
All right, how's folks' HP? I'm not seeing anything much at all happening right now.
Oh, we're fine. Nothing happened yet, really.
Everyone's good. All right. Well, I will move up I guess. Jeez. Yeah, let me get near Ilmero. I think this is well within my movement.
Yeah, your fly speed's nuts.
Oh, I see you, motherfucker. Okay, you hiding in the corner, you little bitch. All right, cool. I will. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna try a guiding bolt. That seems fun. I'm right here with a guiding bolt.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so we'll attack. I can do that, right? Yeah, 120 feet, definitely. Okay. You'll love to see. Oh wait, no, I've got advantage because I'm forced it. I'm
Yes.
forsook-
For second, yes. Correct.
Oh, that's more like it. That's more like it, Papa. 30.
That absolutely hits.
Alright.
However, Guiding Bolt is a spell. I think she
Hmm.
will counterspell that.
Kind of still
Again?
my level 1. Yeah, that's
Yes.
got an auto.
Again, is correct.
Yeah, she got them multi-reactions, huh? Oh, girl.
7 psychic damage.
That's so rude. Alright, 7.
She must be in the Cobalt Soul.
Okay. Well, that was a pretty low impact spell, so I'm not overly concerned about countering. I'm gonna hold on to that. But I will realistically probably just leave it at that and be ready to do some fat counters in my in my off turn. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there, I think.
All right. Fair enough. Lady Elmaro is going to polymorph herself into... Oh, come on. There we go. Into a Lich Dragon. As she showed you that she could do that earlier. Now she's back in this form.
God. I misheard. I thought it was the Empress of Shadows that was doing
Oh,
that.
no. Lady
I did too.
Elmaro.
Holy shit, yeah.
This is how she got you up to the tower. She transformed into a massive dragon. And actually, Foundry did not correctly... It's probably because I'm using the wrong stat block to represent this, but there we go. He's a very large one. A gargantuan Lich Dragon, which she has the special ability to do, since she's half dragon. And yeah, polymorph is her action, so that's that. But hey, she was starting to get somewhat low on hit points already after that time stop, so yeah, this is good for her. And then it is Carrick's turn.
Oh boy. There's a dragon now.
It's an ally dragon at least, but yes.
It's a good thing.
I like ally dragons.
Goodness, it's even bigger than Meko.
It's a big... I mean, it carried all of you up here, so it had to be pretty big.
There you are. Oh my god, I have literally just enough movement to get to it.
Hell yeah.
As he just zooms through the air.
That hits.
39 damage.
And as you hit, she uses her last reaction to blink away. And you take 10 necrotic damage.
Interesting.
All right.
Well, hold on.
Oh wait, hey, you were dominated to attack Faye.
Oh fuck, I was. Yeah, you're right.
Like, I'm gonna put her back where she was, Lamau. I think you can control Z your movement if that makes it easier. But yes, that works too. Sweet. Yes, because she is still concentrating that. I need to mark her as concentrating.
All right, that's 39 damage.
Ooh, that's a rough one, Chief. Okay, what was the attack roll? 25. Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're gonna have 2 more attacks coming at you.
what's my DC for?
That would be 19.
Yikes. And is that a con save, right?
Yes, that's the one.
Alright, is this something that, okay, it's a saving throw. Yeah, so.
So
Cool,
you're good.
cool.
It's 26 to hit.
Oh, these keep coming, huh? Okay.
Oh, you have 2 more attacks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
you're
this
gonna
is a
kill the shit
problem.
out of me. You're gonna kill the shit out of me, okay.
Yeah, yeah, no. 24 damage. Luckily, that was a low roll.
Alright, that's not a bad save, at least. Is that... Did I read that right? Oh yeah, 1 and a 4.
You pass with that.
Oh, I
This will be a
do.
DC
Yeah, that was
12 on this one.
12.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I rolled a
Sheesh.
lot less.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
And one less-
unfortunately,
You
Oh,
are
no.
shitting my dick.
unfortunately,
oh my
you're
God.
maintaining concentration on more damage coming at you, which is kind of an
Yeah, that's-
unfortunate
Yeah,
cycle. But
no, really bad. Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
Oh man. Oh.
Jesus.
You can remove 5 damage from that. So it's
I can
only
remove 5.
58.
This seems oddly personal for
That was-
a dominated ally.
Savage. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be like almost dead now, and that's I don't think I can pass that con save.
That would be a
Uh,
31.
Yeah. So.
You're, yeah, that's rough. Rip the holy weapon.
Holy shit.
At least
okay,
it won't
can-
hurt
I
as
got-
much for the next attack.
True.
That
Why
was
is
also
5 taken off of that? 63.
Yeah.
because I just don't bother because like technically my bonus action is
Oh.
1 less D4, but
Yeah.
so I just remove the D4 whenever I.
Okay,
roll
so
the
it's
bonus action.
fucking 58 plus 24 plus 39.
Yes.
You just dealt me 121 damage.
Oh,
That's
God.
so
You're
fucking-
supposed to
that's
deal that
so
to the
fucking
enemy.
Cool.
Oh no!
Can we end that? Can we fucking end
That,
that?
that's done.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I
that's a
am
possibility.
mega dead.
I can shoot him next time if it'll help.
Yeah, is there any save I can make on my turn or no?
Let me double check the exact spell here. This is technically dominate monster.
You are a monster, as has just been established. You have
Yes.
become one.
You can specify a course of action, which I did. You can take an action to take precise control. And yes, each time the target takes damage, it makes a new wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I
is
take
it-
damage.
Yes, every time Carrick takes damage, Carrick makes a new save. You could also dispel the effect, but that would potentially dispel the other things that are on Carrick, or you could break the Empress's concentration.
Yeah,
Okay,
another-
yeah.
Good use for magic missile, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can
But I
anyone
have
do a single large hit on the Empress? Because that would be good.
Out of curiosity, did she roll concentration for Clemence's attack?
Let's see. Clemence's attack did hit her once. How much was that damage? Because no, she did not. That is a good thing to keep in mind. Thank you.
It is.
How far back was that?
It was not a big hit. It
It
was,
was 33?
33 damage.
33.
That's still like 16, right?
Yeah, she rolls a 31 concentration check.
Oof.
So she maintained it from that hit. I think, and she countered the guiding bolt. So this was, yeah, there hasn't been any other damage to her yet.
Okay.
Good shout though, just in case.
I certainly can't hit her next turn. I'm singularly focused on healing myself. But if Carrick gets around again, he will kill
Somebody
me.
hit me. Somebody fucking hit me.
All right, Milos. Speaking of,
Okay, I can try and dispel magic on Carrick if
that could work.
that's better
So,
than nothing, but
The The other consequences of that is you would also roll your dispel check. When you choose a target, you roll against all of the effects that are on them. So that would
Yeah.
potentially get rid of Fancy Feast. That would potentially get rid of Foresight. Potentially get rid of etc. etc. Going down that Dark Vision, etc. I think Carrick has Dark Vision by default though.
I do. But is Death Ward in that as well?
Death Ward would be in that as well. You would roll against each magical effect on the target separately. So the chances of you succeeding against, Foresight would be lower because it's a 9th level spell. But as you go down the list to like Death Ward and stuff, it would be significantly more likely that you would dispel it alongside it.
And
Just fucking hit me.
Yeah, if it passes the Wisdom save, there's a good chance too.
all right. I'm gonna shoot Carrick, I guess.
I can take it.
Okay. Does a 27 hit?
I sure do.
Sweet. Low numbers, please. Nope. 17 damage.
That's fine.
Quiver of Energy is another 6.
Sure.
Classic.
I don't get a choice on Quiver of Energy, do
Nope,
I?
I don't think so.
My bolter's torn.
Yep.
Love it.
You
And then
pull the
Carrick
bolt
gets
out and it's covered in elemental energy, and you're like trying to shake it off before firing it, but it doesn't do anything. Cool
All
down
right,
the
and I
bolt
get to make a
little bit.
wisdom save.
Yes, new wisdom save. Which you do still have advantage on because foresight.
Ooh, I'm gonna flash that. 24.
This is an interesting question of, can you take actions against dominate while you're dominated?
I mean, the domination was just to attack Faye, right?
I think I'll allow it. I think that's fine. The domination is a general effect. She could choose a different action, but yes, I think that's fine. So 20. What is that total?
24.
That passes. You are no longer dominated.
Oh wow, love to see it. Well done.
I get shot by Milos, and I just look at the fucking carnage in front of me. That is Faye.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Faye is
Did I do
fucked
that?
up.
Can I also Arcane Jolt on that?
To heal Faye?
Yes, yes.
Yes, but I think I'll put in the healing magic is suppressed here, especially in this place.
Yeah.
How much healing is healing or Arcane Jolt?
2d6, which isn't much, but
2d6. Okay,
Faye
so
could use it.
I'll just count this as a level 2 healing spell to pull off here, just because it's just the number of dice. So this is a DC 12 check, but at disadvantage. DC 12 spellcasting ability modifier check.
Okay. So I need a 7 or higher at disadvantage.
Yeah, so you still got pretty good odds. Yeah, totally fine.
Okay, yeah.
So yes, you're able to heal Faye for a little bit of Arcane Jolt.
Thanks.
Oh, that's only 10, not 12.
All right.
I see. Cool.
Cool. Then I'm gonna take my other shot at Lady Ilmara. Not Lady Ilmara. No, the Empress
The
of
Empress of
Shadows.
Shadows, yes. Lady and the Empress.
Yeah. Does it
They'll be
21
the
hit?
same person pretty soon.
A 21
probably.
does hit.
Woo! For 17 more or not more damage, but damage. And then
Okay.
I would like to have Meko use my bonus action to command Meko to move over. Whoop.
Yeah, one second. Sorry, before you move, Meko. Apologies.
Okay.
I'm resolving a reaction here. Once you hit her, you take 13 necrotic damage.
All right.
Since Carrick did not go over to hit her, I did have to double check. She does have this reaction back now. So she blinks over here instead.
That is even better.
There you go.
I'm gonna take Meko, and we're gonna move Meko over here. And I'm going to take a. Well, I guess it should move back a little. I'm going to substitute my force empowered rend with a grapple attempt.
Okay.
Also, I go with it. So what do I roll for that?
That will be opposed athletics checks.
Okay. Athletics.
However, unfortunately, as Meko goes to swing out at the Empress of Shadows, you kind of swing through like smoke, and it just kind of disperses, and she is immune to the grappled condition
Good to know.
because she is non-corporeal.
All right. Pass turn.
But you have discovered that at least, so that's good.
Sure is good that she couldn't
Knowledge
just
is
like move
power.
through the bar as being non-corporeal.
Yeah, unfortunately, that being force stuff, I think makes more sense. There, but-
Magic.
Magic. Okay. Du. Huh. Yeah, okay. Milos, as you have approached the Empress of Shadows, she is going to cast Power Word Kill.
Okay.
On who?
Ash.
On Milos. So, she compels one creature to die instantly, which would be Milos here. However, you have more than 100 hit points. But what this does here is it cancels your death ward.
Ah, okay.
Oh no.
Hey, may I counterspell that?
You may.
Alright. Do I roll?
I do not like that.
Oh, do I roll or does she roll?
It
It's a
depends on what
ninth level
level.
spell,
Well, it's a
right?
9th level spell, so yeah, if you can.
Yeah.
You'll roll. You roll against DC 19.
Power
Just your
word, you have so
charisma
much to
check.
live for.
My charisma check, so is that my modifier or save?
Modifier.
Advantage?
Yes, because of foresight.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
God.
fucked on.
Counterspell to counterspell.
This bitch. Oh.
And Lady
Hey,
Ilmaro
hey,
is a
Ilmaro, you
dragon and cannot. And you take 12 points of psychic damage from the counterspell.
Oh, she can't cast spells in her dragon form?
No, but she has a lot more hit points. And she was getting low. Because of all these counterspells do chip damage, and she's a wizard and does not have that much health to deal with chip damage. So during time stop, she took quite a bit of chip damage. Cool. So she did that. And then because you're in melee range, after spellcasting, going to stab at you twice with claws. Actually, no, she'll pull out a dagger and stab at you with that.
Who's
She
she
kind
doing
of
that to?
holds to Meko, technically. She holds up her hand and like a dagger just appears in it, and then she'll take 2 slices with it. Let me double check this. Here we go. Okay, yes, that is
Attacking me or Mecha? Sorry.
Meko. She power word killed on you, and then with her other hand, while she was casting that, she just pulled like a dagger out of the air and sliced at you. That is a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
The first hit and the second hit, that is a 24 to hit.
That'll also hit.
All right, let me just add up all these dice together then. So that is okay, and I need Meko to make me 2 Constitution saving throws, please.
I'm concerned, but okay.
All right. Meko takes 25 necrotic damage. And yes, okay, so you passed one of the hits. There is still a lingering necrotic effect on Meko, beginning to erode away at the metal that Meko exists in. Like rapidly rusting, and there's like necrotic energy crawling along the rust as well. You feel like Meko is going to continue taking damage.
All
Yes, and then bonus action. He is going to go over here and end her turn.
Right. Does Carrick still look in need of an arrow in the face?
Nope.
And now I know that Carrick doesn't, but what does Clement see?
I think you probably see Eric stop fighting Faye and look absolutely distraught at the pain he is caused.
Okay,
100%.
that's good enough. Then pew pew at the Empress, who I can see.
Indeed. All right. She is going to teleport on that one.
Okay,
You take 14 points of necrotic damage,
thank you.
and she is going to put herself here.
All right, Clemens can still see, so Clemens is going to attack again. Whew. All right.
I'm going to spend a fate point.
Okay.
You have a free point back.
The light on me would technically be gone now too.
Oh, thank you.
Does the fate point mean I need to re-roll it?
It does.
Okay.
And the party now has one again. That still hits, yep.
Oof. And that will be... Clemens is going to move back a bit to be closer to allies.
Alright. You know,
And pass turn.
she'll actually, yes, she'll react again and put herself on that
That
second
was going to be
hit.
such a fat crit.
I'm sorry, had to do it. Had
Yep.
to do it. She's going to put herself here.
Alright, well, pretty simple. I'm just gonna move myself behind Lady Ilmarrow.
Alright.
She's a big fucking dragon, and I'm gonna cast heal on
Sorry.
myself.
She's gonna put herself like here. There we go.
Actually, wait, does anyone else really need anything? No, I feel like I've just...
Nah, take care of yourself.
That fat fucking damage.
My
Yeah.
chip damage just took out my temporary HP.
Yep, so 70 HP to me.
That is
Speaking of damage, Jordan, do I take any damage at the end of my turn for losing Death Ward? Or wait,
oops,
no, it
I
was
muted myself somewhere there.
It was the Empress's turn when I lost my Death Ward.
It was the Emperor's turn when you lost your death ward, correct? So it hasn't been your turn yet, right? No.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Ooh.
Yeah, sorry.
Let me actually, knowing that happened, I might do something here with my sorcery
Yeah, and
points.
before you, I was trying to interrupt earlier as well. Sorry, when you were healing, it is challenging to cast healing spells in here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So you have to roll that is a 6th level spell, so it's a DC 16, and this is at disadvantage, so it's canceled out to neutral because of foresight.
Oh fuck.
Okay,
Okay.
so you do manage to heal.
All right. Okay. Is Death Ward part of that too?
Yes, I think Death Ward would count. I think that makes sense.
All right.
But it's
Um,
easier. It's a 4th level, so 10% more
Okay.
likely.
So I think, unless I'm misremembering, I think I can spend the extra sorcery points to do another spell as a bonus action.
You can, but you can only do one full action spell. Like if you do
Oh,
a
that restriction is still active. Okay.
yes. So if you could do a cantrip as a bonus action or something. But yes.
In that case, I can't do that. I need to give myself this HP. So I will just do that. I guess maybe I can do a quickened cantrip though. That's a little bit of extra points. What do I have to spend for that? Is it 2? Might as well get a little chip damage, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be I believe 2. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 sorcerer points. Yeah, that's not bad at all. All right. Yeah, I'll do a firebolt at her.
All right, go ahead and roll that. This is still at advantage because foresight. Yes, nothing cancels this. That's a hit.
All right. 17 fire damage.
All right, and you can tell that like many creatures, Faye, that resist fire damage, and you still push through. This is one of those times. You're very glad that the fire begins to diminish a little bit, and then you just continue flexing the spell harder, and the fire burns like it turns blue or something, and then she actually gets in pain.
We just need to try punching them really hard.
Really hard. Yeah, that's true.
I must flex.
And then it is her turn, and by her I mean Lady Amaro, not the Empress of Shadows. Lady Amaro is a dragon, so she is going to get ahead of the party here, and she's going to breathe fire. It's what you do when you're a dragon.
Ain't that right?
So I'm not going to bother drawing the cone because she's only aiming at the Empress of Shadows. The Empress of Shadows makes a dex save, which she passes, unfortunately. But she's going to take half damage. Okay, so she's going to take a little bit of fire damage. Okay. Lady Amara will continue being a dragon. Eric.
All right. Carrick is just in shock for a moment as he watches Faye like run away and heal herself. He's just like, I'm sorry.
Okay, get me a drink later.
He snaps himself out of it and runs at her. Where did she go?
She blinked around, so it's a little hard to follow her, but I think she's barely in your vision range at the south
Oh, yeah,
tower.
I see her down there.
Yeah. Oh, she's no longer concentrating. I don't know why I have that marked. She's not corroding, though, Lamau. There we go.
My will is my own, and I'll just fucking lay into her.
All right. That's a hit.
24. That's a
All right.
bad one.
All right.
She is going to blink over here. And,
Oh, it's because I don't have holy weapon anymore. That's why I'm like, why is it so much lower?
yeah. 11 necrotic as she blinks.
Oh boy.
And then, yes, I will apply this health. Still your turn, though. You just reaction blinked.
Hmm. What can I do here? Oh, you know what? Seeing her do this, I will bonus action cast Wind Cutter.
Ah, okay.
Now my attack has a range of 30 feet.
Damn.
You now have Storm Ruler.
Can't get away that easily, and I'll just fucking keep going.
All right. You probably, as you cast this and you make your first slash, those two statues between you and her, you probably just cut them right in half and they just slide off to the side.
Oh, absolutely. 32 to hit.
That hits.
30 damage. Nice.
Very good.
And I think it does. Consideration you deal. Oh no, it's different. Oop, didn't mean to roll that. $22 to hit.
Alrighty. Yep, that hits.
And actually, that second roll is correct. We can use that. That's 23.
Oh, good, good, good. I'll apply that
Yeah,
one.
dang.
Boop. Anything else, Carrick?
That will be my turn.
All right. Milos, you are no longer death warded, yeah?
Yeah.
At the start of your turn, you immediately take 12 necrotic damage.
Woo. All right.
Yeah, this is also the start of Meko's turn, technically, right?
Yes. Because Meko and I share initiative.
All right, Meko takes 19 necrotic damage and makes another Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Okay, the rust effect is finally ended on Meko, but you do take that little extra damage there. Or Meko does, rather.
All right. I'm gonna command Meko to come this way.
All right.
I'm gonna follow because, you know. And then I'm going to take a shot at the Empress of Shadows.
Go for it.
Or 2 shots, I guess.
That's a hit.
All right.
That's a miss. So 1 hit.
Okay. So 15 plus 1 quiver of energy.
All right. And
Yeah,
you take 13 necrotic, and she's going to blink up here. I think, there we go. That should do it.
Oh, if she's gonna blink up there, I will have Meko continue
All right.
and take a force empowered rend.
Go for it.
Woo! Oh, baby.
All right. For 23 force damage.
All right.
And I don't think I can channel Arcane Jolt through Meko, right?
I'm not sure. I would read the
'Cause
feature.
I know I could through Neko, but Meko isn't Neko.
Yeah, Neko is piloting Meko.
Yeah.
I think sure. Go ahead. It's still your Steel Defender feature, essentially, just an upgraded version.
Yeah. For 28 more force damage.
Very good, very good.
And pass turn.
All right. At the start of her turn, she is going to. That is the wrong type of thing. There we go. Should be able to. She'll move up slightly and try to get both Faye and Carrick in this, if she can angle it better.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
I think I can't get Founder to snap this angle right, but I think there's enough play that she could angle it between you guys and get both of you. So she's gonna hit everybody with this. I need everybody to make a. Let me double check. Constitution saving throw.
I like Constitution
Not
saving
bad.
throws. Only a 24? Damn.
Okay, let's see. We got. I guess Lady Elmara also needs to as a dragon. She rolls a 27. It's pretty good. So Clemens, 24 is a pass. Faye, 23 is a pass. Pass. Everyone passes.
Yay.
So you're all going to take half of 79 necrotic damage.
Oh no.
Eee.
How much is half of
39.
Okay. Neko collapses and Neko is rudely ejected out onto the floor.
Oh no. Let's see. So you need Neko token again, yeah?
Yes, please.
Boop.
Thank you.
All right. So the ejection happens. She is then going to take a 5-foot step forward to Milos, and she's going to attack twice with her dagger again. That is, ooh, not super good. A 22.
Yeah, I'll shield that.
All right. And a natural 20.
Okay, I can't shield that.
So let's see if I
Probably.
can find in the list of. Okay, I've got to retype it out again. This is 40 points of necrotic damage. That's a much better roll.
Ow.
And a Constitution saving throw, please.
33.
Okay. The lingering effect does not linger, but you do take that initial spike damage as she hits you twice. And she is then going to... Oops, I meant to blink her one square higher. There she goes, with a bonus action. Yeah, that should work. Cool. Clemens.
Right, I can currently see her, but she's like, she should be blocked from my view behind that statue, correct?
I think you've probably got enough line of sight on her there.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Then
I'll
GOP.
say partial cover. So
Okay,
plus
then
2
I'll
AC.
just move. The thing in the middle is something I can walk
yes,
on,
yeah,
correct?
it's just like a raised elevated platform there, like 5 feet.
Alright.
That's a hit.
And a second pew pew. Does she teleport away?
Does she teleport away? Yes, she's gonna teleport away.
Okay.
Gonna teleport directly over here. You can still see her, but you are gonna
Okay.
take the damage from it. 10 necrotic.
Alright, second pew pew.
Hell yeah.
And pass turn.
All right. Apply
All
that
right.
damage. There you go.
Oy vey. Is anyone down more than 70 hit points?
Hello, I am.
All right. We're gonna do a cheeky twin heal then. Jordan, is it one roll for both, or do I have to roll two separately?
One roll for both. For the resisting
Cool.
the spell being canceled, yeah.
Well, lot riding on this then. Okie dokie. So, charisma mod check at normal.
That unfortunately is not enough.
Cool, love it. And I said I was twinning it, didn't I? So I'm out a whole shitload of hit points, and I'm at extremely low health. So, good luck, guys. Get done.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Lady Elmara is going to see if she re-rolls her breath weapon. She does. So I think she's just going to use that. That's the old classic. She is going to swoop right up close, just blast fire off the edge. That is a dex save for the Empress, which she fails this time. Boom.
Yay.
And this should be... There we go. So the Empress takes 40 fire damage.
Nice job, Dragon Lady.
That was pretty good.
Good old fire breath. Nothing beats that.
Carrick.
All right, Carrick's gonna. Let me see. Yeah, I think I gotta move to see it.
There's probably a blast of light when Lady Almaro breathed fire off the edge, so you can see that she's up. You probably saw she was up north of Lady Almaro's dragon form, up there somewhere. You'd know generally where she is at least.
You're within range. Oh wait, did she? I think she did the big cone damage after I cast that spell. So let me roll concentration.
Oh yes, thank you. Yeah,
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna start swinging.
All right. That's a
24 to
hit. She's gonna blink herself behind the statue. You take.
Can
12
I try and use
necrotic.
one strike to cut the statue down?
Sure. I think maybe one strike to hit the statue. We'll see how much damage you do to it, and then go from there. I think would make some sense. But yes, you did hit her with some damage first. Anyways, did you track that 12 necrotic?
No. Let me grab that.
Yeah, just double checking. Cool. All right, 26 absolutely hits a statue. They're not particularly dexterous.
24 damage to the statue.
Sure. I think you cut through the statue. You reveal her on the other side.
All right, 30 damage. Or not 30 damage, 30 to hit.
30 to hit does hit. I've crossed out the statue, so we know it's gone.
That's 20 damage.
All right.
She just, as the statue falls over, she sees the rage in Carrick's eyes.
Yes. That makes sense. Yeah, you forced you to do something you definitely did not want to do. Milos, you're up. You immediately take 12 necrotic. Start of your turn.
Yes, I do. All right. Well, I'm going to cast Banishing Smite.
All right.
As my bonus action. And I'll take 2 attacks with my crossbow.
Very good.
Attack. 22.
That does hit.
All right. For 13 and 6 more lightning.
All right.
And 32 force damage.
All right. And this was Banishing Smite?
Yeah.
Whoop. He is banished.
Cool.
You are now concentrating. Anything else, Milos?
I'm gonna turn to the party and yell, "We've got a minute to regroup!" And wander towards the center of the arena with... Oh, I can't command Neko. Wait, Neko can walk on its own?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna command Neko to come over here.
I think it can move, and it's just having it attack and stuff is your bonus action.
And I will pass turn.
Okay.
I will say Neko does get advantage on deck saving throws and disadvantage on attacks against her if she doesn't get a command, because she, I think, automatically dodges.
Yes.
There we go. That makes sense, yeah. So, yeah, that turn passes uneventfully because the Empress of Shadows is banished. in a harmless demi-plane currently. I
Right, I
think
guess
you know, for effect,
Clemens.
I'll pause that for now.
If we have a whole minute, Clemens is going to summon an Earth Elemental,
Okay.
and then is going to pass turn, I suppose.
Very good. So let's mark yourself as concentrating. Let me see if I can get something suitable here. And Faye, you're up.
All right. I guess I'm gonna just try to do the same shit I did before again and hope I don't roll bad. Twinned heal on me and Milos. Um, so let's see how I do.
There you go, Clemens. I don't know if it's
Thank you
supposed to
very
be medium
much.
or not, but
Oh fuck, it's not advantage.
It is a
I think
medium
I think that
elemental.
still I think that still passes though.
17 should be enough. Yes.
All right,
So you're
so
good to go.
70 HP to both of us.
Oops, that's the rest
Source 3
button.
points in shambles. All right. All right, I'll move more towards the center of the group, and I'll pass.
All right. We get to Lady Amaro's turn, and she's going to storm up angrily to Milos in dragon form. What are you doing? Our objective here is for me to absorb her.
Give it a minute. She'll come back. We needed to heal.
All right. But I'm watching all of you. None of you are pulling any tricks on finishing this task while she is gone. You will have me to deal with if you do. Okay, I'm glad we understand each other. She will pass turn.
Trust me, I want to get the kill on this bitch.
Does anyone want to do anything that we should do round by round, or are you guys just going to sit out a minute and we can just do a minute worth of actions?
Clemens is just going to sit out a minute.
I do not want to sit out a minute because my health will be draining the entire minute.
That's true.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm ready. I can.
As long as everyone's ready. Wait, can I drop concentration at will?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
If anyone has a new slot for Death Ward, that could also be applied, and then you wouldn't be taking damage every round too. But that just depends on party resources.
That's true. I can cast Death Ward. I think one more time.
Okay, so that is
I would do that this time actually.
Yeah. Oh, also I just realized something. Faye, earlier when you cast a spell and failed, yes, the spell slot is not expended when you fail. So you have those twin heal points back.
Oh.
Sorry for not catching that sooner, but I just remembered that as I was reading things over.
Great,
Yes.
that is 15 points. All right.
Yeah, that is a bunch. So Carrick, yeah, if you want to just roll that just to see if you do it in a round here, that would be DC 14 intelligence check. Otherwise, it just takes more rounds. It's a time limiter rather than a resource limiter. There you go. All right, so Death Ward is back up on Milos. So you guys do theoretically have a whole minute of actions if you want to cast anything else in a minute.
I mean, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep my concentration on my current spell.
Cool.
If everyone is good, then I will attempt to drop concentration immediately after the Empress would have taken her actions.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. So her turn passes, and just before Clemence's turn, we're back. Boop. And you know what? We've been listening to that one for a while. Let's mix it up. The music kicks back in because we're back in combat order. Clemens, you're up.
Right. So she is back.
Yes.
Clemens has been casually, twirling an arrow this whole time, and she now bloops it, ideally right into her face.
Excellent. There's no cover now because the statue's been cut down.
Oh, and she would have had the elemental be standing like right there.
Yeah, it would have had a round to move, so wherever you want to put it. I think Yeah, I didn't give you control over it, sorry, but if you tell me where we're gonna move it, I can do it.
Right to her, right?
Yeah, just there. Cool.
Thank you.
That's a hit. Yep.
Yes, one more. And then the elemental will punch. 1 second. Oh yeah, I gotta use my spell attack for its attack. And it does not have advantage.
Still a hit.
Also, would she have teleported after my first attack?
No, I think she's gonna chill.
Okay. So the 29 I hope will hit.
Yes.
Let me just double check the card to make sure that the Earth Elemental has the same attack rating.
That is fair. They are all slightly different. It appears that it just changes the damage type. There's bludgeoning for Earth, but the same 1d10
Okay.
plus 4 plus level. Spell level. Alright. Bonk. That
17
is a
I assume
miss.
does not hit.
Unfortunately. Alright,
Alright. Pass turn.
fair enough, fair enough. You notice, Clemens, she pops back into existence. She unbanishes, reappears in her space. You fire off some arrows, and as she is reappearing, she looks up at you all, and she has the same cold expression as she did when you arrived here. It appears that while she was banished away a little bit, she had regenerated.
That's fair.
As she has been slightly regenerating each turn, but that is why she was under a threshold for banishing smite and is now no longer instantly killed by Clemens' turn. Just wanted to explain that. That's all. Faye, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going back to Carrick and I'm giving him Holy Weapon again.
All right, that is a check of whatever the level is, fifth level. So, easy.
Done.
Holy Weapon done. I'm gonna spend a fate point on that.
You can make me roll that again?
Yes.
We get
Hey,
a
you're getting
second
fate points
point.
though. I haven't spent these in a
Yeah.
while.
I'll take it. This isn't that hard of a check, he says, knocking on fucking wood.
Ah!
Let's go!
There we go.
That's a
It works out. It
Feeling
works
it.
out. All right,
Feeling
so
it.
Holy Weapon goes through.
And you know what? Fuck this lady. Quicken spell cantrip. Firebolt.
Excellent. Oh, whoop. How did Carrick move over? There we go.
Wait, that's advantage, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. 31 does hit.
Yeah, it does. Oh, that's the roll. That's the money.
That's a good one. All right. Anything else, Faye?
No. Not my time.
All right. Lady Ilmaro is going to see if she gets her breath weapon back. She does not. So she's going to approach and just do a couple attacks. She gets an 18 is a miss. 24. That is a hit. So the damage on that. Yep. Okay, she does 16 slashing. And the tail attack. Oops, I rolled the die out of my box. That is a 21. That hits. 14 bludgeoning. And unfortunately, the Empress is immune to prone. Cool. I think that is it for Lady Omaro. Eric.
All right, my weapon's glowing, and I'm ready to start swinging.
Absolutely. Get in there. That does hit.
Yeah. 36 damage.
Sweet.
25 to hit.
That hits.
35 damage.
Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, another hit. Sweet.
So that -1.
-1. Ah, very good, very good.
All right, and that is my turn.
Milos.
Cool. I'm gonna come over here. And I'm gonna take one more step this way, so it's harder for her to cone us, because I'm afraid. And I'll take 2 shots with my crossbow.
2 shots of vodka, yep. That's a
19?
miss. Unfortunate.
Alright. Fuck it, energy. I want her dead. I'm casting Vanishing Smite again.
Absolutely. I like it.
Alright. 32 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. For 22 damage, and 6 more lightning from Quiver of Energy, and I'm gonna Arcane Jolt on it.
Alright.
For 12 more force damage,
Alright.
and then Banishing Smite will activate for 33 more force damage.
Nice.
And she's banished again.
Great. I'm
You're
gonna wait until
concentrating again.
I'm gonna wait until the end of her turn, and then I'm gonna drop concentration.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Her turn passes. She reappears. Clemens.
Pew
That's
pew.
spectacular.
The number of things that had to line up for that to work so well 2 rounds in a row is amazing. 21, yeah, that does hit. She is going to blink. So Clemens is going to take a little bit of damage. 10 necrotic for Clemens. She will take this damage. There we go. Yes. Still in your line of sight, I believe, so.
Pew pew.
Yep, that's a hit. Bonk.
Just one moment.
Bonk.
And the golem will scurry.
They do be scurrying. though.
Does it have enough movement to get to her?
If it has 30, it should be good, because she only blinked 30.
Okay. It will scurry 30 then.
There we go.
With its wee little legs.
Wee little legs. Hit. Very good. Another hit.
Pass turn.
Faye, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Do we got Death Ward up on Milos again, right? That already
Yes.
happened.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna drop a fireball on her.
Counterspell.
Ah, so true. Okay.
10
I
psychic.
counterspell. Counterspell, counterspell.
Excellent. You cancel the
What?
counterspell. You do not get psychicked. Your fireball goes
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, fuck you,
Hell
lady.
yeah.
You my big old angeling balls. Alright,
Counterspell is really just an excuse for everybody to counterspell counterspells. That's like the whole reason.
Yeah,
for it exists.
wizard battle.
Yeah.
Can she make that saving throw?
Oh, thank you. Yes. Dexterity saving throw. She rolls
23.
a 24.
You absolute turd lady. Alright, fine. Fucking dexterous ass wizard. Alright, yeah, 16 fire damage.
I think
And-
we haven't heard
yes.
she chooses to succeed yet this fight, and maybe we should be happy for that.
I'm scared about it.
I think didn't that happen?
So, she has counterspelled a lot of things.
oh,
She has not needed
Oh.
to choose to succeed on anything yet.
that's so cool
It's
to
just
have that
rolled
extra
high enough.
layer.
Yep. Anything else, Faye? Big fire damage. Boom.
No, I'm good. Just some paltry fire damage. How's this old bat looking?
I mean, she's getting low, but it's hard to tell. She's not. So she has like an illusory form essentially. She's not an actual corporeal body. She doesn't have blood. She doesn't have guts to spill out. She doesn't have things that cut. So you're just kind of damaging her, and she just like her form is just kind of flickering a little bit, or maybe parts of her are turning to smoke and things like that. But it's hard to tell compared to like a normal creature you'd fight.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm done.
All right.
I'm gonna move actually though. I'm gonna give a little more space and move to the right here.
All right. Lady Ilmaro is going to undragon, and she is going to hold an action, and she is going to say, "Oops, I didn't make her token visible again." There we go. She's going to hold an action as she undragons, and she's going to point out at the Empress of Shadows and say, "Now, finish her, and I will absorb her essence. Go, my minions!" And then it is Eric's turn.
He just rolls his eyes at being called a minion. And then begrudgingly attacks her now. Like half begrudgingly, half wanting to kill her in a rage.
I'm not doing this because you told me to.
She's got to
Yeah,
think that
exactly.
for somebody in banishing smite distance.
Actually, I'm out of banishing smites.
Yeah, she doesn't know that. What if we
It's
just
got
like
40 in it, probably.
34 damage.
we could run a long distance in a minute?
That hits. That hits. She's going to blink away on the first hit. Over to here. That's the farthest she can blink. Okay. Oh, and you take on the blink 10 necrotic. You zoom back over.
Yeah, so that was a 23 to hit. That's
Yes, so once you're back in range, 23 hits.
37 damage.
All right. Very good.
And then a 19 to hit.
The 19 misses. You go to stab at her with the one that was a 23 to hit, and you feel like you strike something. I wouldn't necessarily even say vital. She doesn't have vitals. She's not a living creature. She is, in fact, the opposite. She is an embodiment of death. But you feel like you hit something important as you like stab in through her chest, and she leans over and kind of gasps for breath a little bit, then pulls herself back together. She's on the edge of death here. Well, I guess she's already death, but you know what I mean. The end of ceasing.
I'm going to use my braces of throughout pride.
Yes, very good.
Low-key, one of my favorite items. I love
Oh,
it.
yeah. Some good shit. All right, so you add your allies nearby are technically 5, I guess. So, or no, 4, because you don't count for yourself. Yeah, so
20.
plus 4.
23 to hit.
23 does hit.
Oh, I didn't need to do that. That's fine. I'll just roll the extra d8.
All right, Carrick, how do you want to do this?
Nah,
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
He's just gonna, like, he takes the first shot, which is just like,
like a beam of charged air, and she blinks away, and then he just zooms right up to her face and just says, "It's over," and just cuts her midsection in half and then decapitates her.
Excellent. So these
Beautiful.
sections of what look like flesh initially separate and then float in the air as if in slow motion. And just at that moment, Lady Ilmaro snaps her fingers, reaches out a hand, and like a swirl of mist encompasses around Carrick and probably including Faye a little bit too. I need both of you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you're gonna get eaten.
Oh dear.
23.
23 is a pass.
All right.
'Cause
Advantage?
Yes, you do still have advantage. You both pass.
Oh.
So as Lady Amaro attempts to suck the souls out of your bodies, along with the death force of the Empress of Shadows, you both do take 21 necrotic damage that is already halved, and you're otherwise fine. You don't suffer any other effects of the spell, and the Empress of Shadows just gets nom 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 nom.
Oh, no, indeed.
And you are now
You
out
say
of combat.
23?
21. It was 42, but it was halved to
Oh,
21
okay.
because you passed. Yeah. Necrotic damage. So the swirling mist goes into the palm of Lady Ilmaro, and she brings the palm back down to her chest, almost struggling, like she's holding something extremely heavy in her hand, and slams it into her armor, and then flexes her hands both back behind her back, and grunts and groans. And there's like a purple light streaming out of her eyes. And then after a moment, she's fine. And like dust begins to settle around her as like the waves of pressure are pushing away from her.
This is definitely never gonna come back and bite us in the butt.
So we good now?
You're never coming here again.
Yes, I think we are. Oh, thank you, my minions. Very helpful. She's like looking at her hands as if she's seeing a whole new person before her, but she doesn't look any different to any of you. Well, I've always got blackmail to get you to do what I want again. After all, you helped my ascension.
Yes. Yes, we did.
And you did an excellent
Well-
job of it at that.
Thank you.
Well, we couldn't have done what we need to do alone, realistically, so we're gonna call it even. I guess it's been nice. Any
I think I will make my way out of this place before you do whatever it is you came here to do. But, well, if I need you, I will contact you in the future. You will know it is me. And then,
Yeah.
without even it looking like she has cast a spell, she just vanishes.
But she was more or less nice.
And we're still alive. That's good enough for me. And now his character will start to walk over to where the or float over to where the anchor's pointing.
How are we supposed to know where or when she contacts us if she didn't give us a handy communication dagger?
Good question.
I
Oh,
don't want to think
yes.
about it too hard.
Speaking of things you were given, Faye, you notice as you're actually probably Faye and Carrick would both notice because Carrick was right up on her as you killed the Empress of Shadow and her body was and soul were drained away, if you could even call it a soul. A dagger clattered to the ground over where she was.
Oh. Go peep that shit. Or I'm gonna point out to Carrick. I don't know shit about weaponry.
Yeah, so that is there, just as a note. Yes, so Carrick, the anchor is pointing at the statue where you're currently standing. It actually appears to be pointing down at like the book, essentially.
I will try to place the anchor.
All right, you hold the anchor out.
Should we look at and read the book first? I mean,
Sure, we can read the book.
it might be important and be like, hey, you shouldn't stabilize it here. You should stabilize it over there. I don't know.
So if you look at the book, Carrick, let's see, it's written in arcane runes, and you as an arcane caster are able to read this, I think. So it is not so much a natural language that is prose and writing that is like something you could read aloud even, but it's concepts, it's formulas, it's magical knowledge in this book. But it isn't spells. You recognize the magic in this book as somewhat similar to the seals you possess, the giant magic seals. This is planar magic. This is the magic that binds this plane together. And you can see this is like a record book of the sections of other planes that have been brought to this plane and consumed, a list of potential future sections. It is the ledger of the Empress of Shadows as she decides what and where to consume into the plane of darkness.
Anything here that stands out to us that we haven't already seen?
There's just a lot. It's a massive amount of information. It's like it's a book that you could keep turning the pages, and it doesn't seem like you're ever getting any closer to one side of the book or the other. Like you keep flipping through. You can even like, hold some pages in your hand and just let some of them like flip through a bunch of pages at once, and it feels like no matter what you do to it, there's some weird reality bending nature of this book that you can't like actually find an end to it. You keep flipping through, and there's just endless amounts of data here. So yes, you notice lots of things, but there are lots of things like various arcing coordinates of other planes, and nothing necessarily stands out to you other than this plane is draining all of the other planes for sure. You see, there's a section of the plane of madness, a section of the plane of ice, a section of the Fey plane, and so on and so forth. It just it appears that rather than taking massive chunks of the plane of planes all at once, it's like she takes many small chunks of the planes at different times and pulls them all in, and so on and so forth. But yeah, so that's what you uncover in the book.
Carrick, there was a dagger that fell to the ground when we defeated her. That feels like something we should look at, yeah?
Yeah, we can check it out. Do you want to do it now before we do this?
Yeah. Yeah, I think because who knows what's gonna happen when that hits,
It could be something like, if this leaves this plane, explode, or something. I don't know.
It could be.
I will ritually cast Identify.
Okay. So you take a few minutes to do so. And this is a very powerful dagger called a right knife, as in a rite, like a ritual. It is a +1 dagger, and I can get the stat block for this later. But yes, it's a +1 dagger. When a creature is slain by the dagger, the creature's soul is imprisoned inside. Up to 5 souls can be held. For each soul imprisoned by the dagger, the attacks deal 1d4 extra necrotic damage on hit. However, your dreams are the attuned creature's dreams are haunted by whispers from the trapped souls within the dagger. Additionally, it has a couple extra properties of you can release any number of stored souls from the dagger to regain 1d10 hit points per soul released. And if the dagger is at 5 souls, you can trigger Annihilation, which is a reaction immediately after you hit a creature with a dagger and deal damage to the target. You can release all 5 souls, and if the target has 75 or fewer hit points, it must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or die.
God damn.
Oh.
That's a bummer, dude. But we should hold on to it, probably.
Yeah, that is extremely powerful.
Probably a good idea for nobody else to have it.
I mean, Milo's could dual wield soul daggers, which would be funny. But...
Don't let them touch something that'll probably happen.
I still haven't managed to turn anyone into a soul coin, have I?
I don't think so. I don't remember what the exact wording on that was.
I just need to get the last hit, and their soul needs to not be in
Yeah,
possession
you
of someone
haven't
else.
fought a lot of mortals recently, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're kind of a little bit above
the
that at this point.
yeah, the soul coins of the devils are specifically like mortals. The right knife just has to be a creature. Yeah, so the if you kill like a bandit or something who's attacking you, you can get a soul coin out of that. But yeah, the right knife you could, it doesn't matter what creature it is. If it's living, it has a soul and it can be absorbed into that.
Gotta fill them soul gems.
True.
Mhm.
Hopefully the bandits don't scale up with you.
I do still have a few soul coins left, so it's fine for now.
True. All right, so you've got that. Somebody can hold on to that. Who is holding on to it? Just so we know. Not that anyone's attuning to it necessarily, but I can just add that stat block to your sheet between sessions because I neglected to actually import it into Foundry.
If no one like goes to claim it, Carrick will just pop it in his bag of holding.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
Milos
scared.
doesn't think it's a good idea for him to be holding 2 cursed daggers.
And when it
That-
enters the
I-
bag of holding, it explodes. No, it's
I admire the self-control.
fine. All right, so that'll be in Carrick's sheet. My next time, I'll try to remind myself to do that. What else you guys
Alright.
doing?
Anything else you guys want to do before I get this done?
Plane shift. Do the thing.
Alright.
Yeah, I certainly don't want to be here any longer than we need to be.
I place the anchor on the book.
You hold the anchor out. It hovers over the book, and as it spins, the pages of the book rapidly turn as if blown by a strong strong wind. Excuse me. The book kind of slides across the pedestal back and forth a little bit as it's whipped around by this invisible wind that doesn't appear to be affecting any of you, or even you don't even hear wind howling or anything like that. But you just hear the rustling of these pages, and then finally the book snaps shut underneath the anchor and falls down onto the pedestal. And has like a chain binding the book closed, and the anchor stops. It locks itself in place, and for the first time in a long time, a ray of sunlight appears in the Amaranthine city of the Plane of Darkness. The clouds above you part. Actually,
Oh, that's nice. Probably not
let's
for
see,
the
I think
people
I
who live
can-
here, but
one
you
of
know,
these.
I'm alive, so I like it.
The clouds
Indeed.
slowly part and everything gets brighter and brighter. It's not an intense light like the plane of light or anything, but it's back to what you would expect a normal day to be like on the top of a tower on a clear day like this as the clouds begin to move farther and farther away. And light has returned, at least in part.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
On
Shall
that
we?
note, let's leave.
I
Yeah,
like that
let's
plan.
get the fuck out of here. I hate this place.
Sorry, were you gonna say something, Clemens?
I was going to suggest returning to the pirate ship before plane shifting, but um, perhaps to avoid any minor complications and to prepare ourselves for what lies ahead. But we could
What's
certainly just shift now if you'd prefer.
What is the next plane?
Um,
The next plane is the plane of Order, which I forget the
yeah.
name off the top of my head. It
It's the
is
last one.
the last one for your group, and then we join together for the final
Yeah.
plane with 8 players. Um
God help us.
Donvi, the perfect order, is next.
All right, we're gonna. Yeah, I don't. I don't know about the shifts, just because, for one, it's gone bad here, but I don't know the lights back. If you guys want to do the shift here, or if you want to do the pirate ship here, I'm fine with that.
I'd prefer we try and leave if
I agree.
possible.
Okay.
Let's try first.
If it
'cause
goes
then
bad, we
also-
can always just escape to the pirate ship and wait for
True.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't provide skill empowerment at the moment, fortunately.
All right, we're going in raw.
I'll cast guidance on Carrick before.
Thank you. All right, let's do this shit.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, you love to see it.
Perfect. So you weave together the magic, and you notice as you're doing this, Carrick, it's almost like every time you guys have stabilized a plane, the math involved in calculating this gate spell decreases in complexity a little bit. I feel like you're getting a little better at this. There's been some issues recently, but you feel like it might not be that difficult in the future if you continue on this path. And you're understanding the spell so much better than before. You natural 20, you open that gate right up in the middle of this tower, and you all can walk through.
Yay! We walk through.
One.
Magical.
All right. Are you guys going to pirate ship and rest on the other side then? We can just kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just yada yada that a little bit right now, and everybody can complete a long rest, and then I'll describe the plane to you next time because I don't actually have that prepared this time, Lamau. It's probably gears and shit and robots. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Modrons, you know.
Years and shit.
Gears and
I
shit.
hope we
It's
make our robot friend.
giant steampunk land. Did anyone else see that kind of mid-anime years ago where like everything was fucking gears? That's what I'm thinking.
Sounds weirdly familiar.
Is that handshakers?
I don't remember, but like
Oh,
their
I feel like
entire
Handshakers
world.
is beyond mid.
Their entire that is true as well. But no, their entire world was gears. It was like houses
Oh, yeah.
on gears spinning, like giant, like yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
I don't remember
Years of
why I put
gears.
myself through it, but I did.
Sometimes we
That's the
persevere.
spirit. Sometimes we purse our gear.
Oh.
I'm mad.
All right.
Thanks for running, Jordan. That was awesome.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah,
playing,
thank you very
guys.
much.
Thank you.